to hum along with and sway.
Get your perfect entertaining start to the day.
At 9 a.m. every weekday morning with
Mahima's
Good Morning Bay.
गुड मॉर्निंग बे आप सभी लोग हमारी तरफ से एक प्यार भरा नमस्ते
Namaskar.
वलकम
Namaskara.
खुशामदीद
Assalamu alaikum.
सत श्री अकाल
Megandriki Vandaramu.
जय स्वामी नारायण
जय श्री कृष्ण.
जय जिनेंद्र
हमारे इस्माइली भाई बंधुओं को बोलते हैं याली मदद.
मौला अली मदद बोलते हुए सारे फीजी बंदर को बोलेंगे नीसा बुला बदजन हम आ गए हैं आपके प्यारे महिमा के द्वारे मैं सिर्फ फालतू बाबा
And of course myself फालतू रानी लेकर आपके लिए एक और Friday. Totally exciting and totally mastani.
तेरे कहने का स्टाइल जो फ्राई ये है ना सिर्फ से कहा इट्स अ डे व्हेन यू एक्चुअली गॉट टू फ्राइड आइटम्स
That's not a bad idea.
Well, actually, it's not bad. I feel like having early morning this morning when I woke up, Faltwani, you know what I felt like having?
What do you
I
feel
was
like
craving samosas.
You woke up craving food?
No, actually, I didn't get up.
That's a problem, Altu Baba.
Well, no, I go to sleep craving food. I get
Nah,
up.
I know what it is. Altu is on a very strict diet, Bandhujan.
What?
Yeah, he's on this healthy fad where he walks like 16 miles a day.
16 miles a day.
Yeah, 4 miles in the morning, 4
What?
miles in the afternoon, 4 miles in the evening.
Hold on, wait. 4 miles is actually equal to around at least 1 hour of whatever activity. Walking. Let's say walking. 1 hour at least. The very fast, brisk walking.
Ah,
So you're claiming to say I spend 4 hours in my waking day doing some activity.
I don't know.
Unbelievable, Faltwani, because I cannot hold attention for more than 1 minute. Yes, but then I have the kind of deficiency, and that's okay. I'm proud of it. I'm not complaining. It's fine. Yeah. So what? I'm different. Right?
Yeah, you're very different, Altu Baba.
Of course I am, Faltwani. What do you think? Oh my God, I have a
There's
title.
nothing wrong. We think different is delightful.
Bandhus give me a title called Brahmandic Citizen.
Yuck. Brahmandic Nagrik.
Same difference, Faltwani. So the point
Yesterday I
is,
was thinking about it. Brahmandic is actually not Hindi.
uh-huh.
Brahmandic is like, transatlantic kind of thing, like Brahmandic, Icelandic.
That's why I said Brahmandic citizen. Faltwani, I didn't say Nagarik. You understand?
whatever.
Faltwani, with me, words don't matter at all, right? I don't need words to communicate, Faltwani. That's what I believe in always, and that's interesting, Banajan.
Okay.
Faltwani will never agree to it, but anyways. Superbat to you too, sir. Lars Lakhotia ji I was listening to mantras, very nice. Oh, thank you so much. We tried our level best to make sure we can send him positive vibrations to everybody, because at this time in the entire world, I should say, Faltwani,
Yeah.
everybody requires love.
Yes.
Everybody requires positive energy. यहाँ पे, I'll tell you, any problem created by anybody is because of a lack in something in them that creating the problem.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? What I'm saying is, like, for instance, that's unfortunate news about what happened. We shared 2 days ago, right? About the police officers using excessive force on an innocent citizen.
Mm-hmm.
He was already afraid, and more on top of it all, the police seemed to be afraid. They had their own insecurities for applying so much of force on him. An unarmed man, by the way, right?
I think it's more about not just the insecurity, Altu Baba, it's also about that, how can you take us, the power?
Yeah. No. I want to say one thing here, Faltwani. Many organizations have come forward and spoken about, including ourselves. We also talked about it. In fact, Pragni also took a stance on it. The point I'm making here, Balajan, is people are calling this as a racist activity. Racism, right?
Yeah.
It is that. And racism stems from, what, Faltwani? Basically,
Insecurity.
fear. Racism starts from fear, as in fear of the unknown, right? Unnecessarily getting worked about things like that. That's why we want everybody to be calm. Stay calm, it's important, right? But just stay calm, say palm is what I always tell you guys. Yes, we'll talk about all those things, the news updates soon, Bhanuja. But right now, I do understand the shelter in place is coming to almost a close, winding down. We've had 74 days of shelter in place, Bhanujan, and 2 more days or 3 more days to go. I think 76, I think June 4th is the date, right? June 4th, Bhanuja, I think we have around 80 days. We'll have total of 80 days of shelter in place. And what's going to happen is that's almost like 1.5 months or 2 months, 3 months of whatever we had shelter in place. Probably we'll have a new governor after this. You never know. The new normal is that, because now the governor who actually took steps so that everybody stays safe is going to be having his kursi shaken up.
Yeah.
Now that's the problem with our democracy, I suppose. Democracy is never a full-fledged solution for everything. But the thing is, at least we all agree to disagree is what we should say.
Yeah.
But yes, let's see how it comes out, because there's going to be a review committee about it. We'll talk about the news and that thing as well, about what governor is going to go through. But right now, let's see what people are on the streets are feeling and what they're going through on the traffic part of it. With रास्ते का हाल एकदम टोटल हम लोग सस्ते में आप लोगों को. Here you go.
It's time for the Bandu Traffic Update. Call us from wherever you are at 408-912-2479.
That's right, but wherever you are, give us a call and tell us what's happening with the roads, because right now it's not so important because many of you are sheltered at places. You're like, what? I'm sitting in my driveway, getting the feel of as I'm driving. I know many people actually sitting in their cars and having sipping a coffee. Have you seen that?
I have.
Some of my neighbors actually are doing it, by the way. In mornings, I see
Just
them.
sitting and drinking coffee.
Yeah, they get the feel of, they're sitting in the thing. So it's like that. So what I've seen is the life is so stressful for some people. Right?
Yeah.
I agree with. I totally sympathize with them, empathize with them as well. The thing is, they actually are going through so much of stuff in their life. Sitting in the car and getting to the destination, home or the office where they are, is a kind of a reprieve for them. They listen to the radio, listen to all the stuff. What are the fun things like you guys do right now?
True.
Right? It's like taking them away from all those troubles, right?
Right.
So I don't blame them, because I actually have seen around 4 of my neighbors in my neighborhood, which is a big vast walk I go around, and I've seen them actually sit in their cars, just drink coffee and come out. They're
Right.
wearing pajamas, of course, but they're sitting there. They read the newspaper or something inside the car, or they're playing with the phone,
Right.
right? And then they come back afterwards. So the point is, they actually are trying to live their that particular drive time in the car, right? Because cars become part of our life. I seriously tell you, many
True.
people actually the car has become a second home for many people. And anyway, that's what's happening. But right now, let me tell you what's happening in the roads. Luckily, there's not much of traffic because shelter in place. But
Right.
whatever is there is actually a warning, which is about high winds on 580 eastbound between South Vasco Road and Livermore. Watch out for that. High winds, Bertho. There's got to be chances of any kind of trailers, something which is like, my topper and everything. Be careful about that.
Yeah.
There's a weather warning about fog on 101 northbound and southbound at the Golden Gate Bridge, both up and down. Watch out for that particular fog, because fog may, unfortunately, you can't see what's happening. I have been some really bad fog. In fact, 2 weeks ago, last weekend, right? Weekend before last weekend, I went to this place called Fort Funston on it's actually on Delhi City, right?
Well, I have good news for you.
I know. The point is, Faltani, the thing is, when I was driving down there, let me finish what I'm saying, right? I had fog, for how long?
How long?
The fog was only around half a mile or a mile.
Huh.
But in that fog, I could not see beyond 6 feet from my car. It was such a thick fog there.
Oh God!
So
How
watch
did
out
you
for
drive?
very carefully, seriously, very carefully. In fact, that's all I can tell you. I was like, ooh, peel my eyes open and literally sitting on top of a windshield and driving. But watch out for that for sure. And there's some traffic.
This was the day you took my car.
Yes. No, not your car, other car. Yeah. By the way, if you didn't know, I don't have a car also, by the way. So let's see. The traffic hazard at an accident down 80 westbound, west of the Hilltop Road in San Pablo, which is not affecting the traffic at all. These are accidents are not affecting traffic now. That's what I'm trying to tell you. There's also in Alameda del Prado in Novato. Novato is actually, there's an accident over there. Watch out for that. Why I'm giving you information about all those places? Because many of you actually travel to those places as for hikes and everything.
Huh.
Yeah, it's happening. People understood that last Friday they actually opened up all the parks and everything. So there you go. So people actually are going and visiting, making sure they spend some quality time with family, I suppose, in those places. Watch out for those things. And let's go a little bit deeper, further up. San Pablo, an accident on westbound. Already talked to you about that one. And also further, let's towards Vallejo. There's some high winds reported on 680. Watch out for those high winds as well. Okay, that's what I want to tell you guys. Be careful about all these things. Otherwise, construction work happening in different places. Watch out for the cone zones, that's very important. And Abhi ke liye Banjan, something which you all will appreciate, our Gaane Ka Keeda. And the Gaane Keeda for you guys is a beautiful Gaane Keeda which has some great, I should say, seek for us to learn. And seek has in lessons of life, I suppose. Now this song is again almost 6 decades old. More than that, actually. Yeah, 6 decades. 6 decades old. 1960s mein aaya tha. It's from a movie called Jhumru. No, the movie is called Jhumru. And the very interesting thing about this particular song, a trivia I want to share with you guys, is the fact that this song is sung by Kishore Kumar, written by Kishore Kumar, and strung together as a music direction also Kishore Kumar. So Kishore ki awaaz mein ye gana. Listen to the meaning of the words for the jam.
मैं हूँ झुम 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 झुमरू पकड़ घूमू बन के घुमरू मैं ये प्यार का गीत सुनाता चला मंजिल पे मेरी नजर मैं दुनिया से बेखबर बीती बातों पे धूल उड़ाता चला मैं हूँ झुम 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 झुमरू पकड़ घूमू बन के घुमरू मैं ये प्यार का गीत सुनाता चला मंजिल पे मेरी नजर मैं दुनिया से बेखबर बीती बातों पे धूल उड़ाता चला यूड रे पका योका पका ओ टिरिरिरिरि यूड रे बगा लूगा बगा ओ टिरिरिरिरि ओड रे
इन सब चीजों का मतलब होता है बलजान, डेफिनेटली यस।
मैं हूँ झुम 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 झुमरू फक्कड़ घूमू बन के घुमरू साथ में हम सफर न कोई कारवां भोला भाला सीधा साधा लेकिन दिल का हूँ शहजादा है ये मेरी जमीन ये मेरा आसमां ओ टिरिरिरिरि यूड रे पका योका पका ओ टिरिरिरिरि यूड रे बागा लोगा बागा ओ टिरिरिरिरि ओड रे मैं हूँ झुम 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 झुमरू फक्कड़ घूमू बन के घुमरू प्यार सीने में है हर किसी के लिए मुझको प्यारा हर इंसान दिल वालों पे हूँ कुर्बान जिंदगी है मेरी जिंदगी के लिए ओडरे 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 ओडरे
Jum 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 altu ha 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 Balajan Faltani है साथ में and yes thank you so much. People actually saying it's a wonderful song. Rashmita is saying that I love Kishore Kumar. Yes, we love him too. He's such a wonderful guy, soul actually.
Yeah.
And can you imagine his own lyrics written by him and they're so deep, so profound. You know, people discount as brainless generally have all the brains in the world.
Oh, really? What is that?
Yeah, you always call me brainless or Faltoni. Ha! Anyway, but just right now Faltoni is busy trying to get all those tweets. Suppose what happened? Has Twitter already blocked our president? Are you so concerned about right now that you actually are going and checking all those things, Faltoni?
No. I was just talking to my hair lady.
You're talking to your head. Wow. Yes, but that's what happens on live radio if somebody's talking to a hair lady. So what, you need a haircut right now, Faltoni? You need a hair, set your hair, suppose.
Yes, I'll do
Well,
it.
that's
I need
one
to get
thing-
my nails done.
Well, every individual out there, every person I know of is trying to do the banja. But right now, let me tell you, we got some good news for you guys. And that's we're going to share with you right now on our news item or news, I should say segment, which is coming up right now, Banjan. And ye jo hai aapke liye news, you can actually read up in detail about the headlines we share with you guys on air on the news blog mediamahima.com. And some of these headlines actually are pretty much breaking news, so probably would not have been updated on the blog, but of course eventually it will be. So go ahead and check it out on the news blog mediamahima.com. But abhi ke liye Banjan, let's start to see what is the headlines.
Racially charged violence rages for third night in Minneapolis. Twitter hides Trump tweet for glorifying violence. Coronavirus ravages strategic Russian region. Hong Kong warns removing the US special status is a double-edged sword. Existing mechanisms with China being used to resolve the Ladakh standoff, India is saying to the United States. And the DGCA in India is issuing a circular on locust impact on flying. Apparently, aircrafts are being affected during takeoff and landing by the locust problem that's happening
I
right
can
now.
imagine they actually will be splattering on the windscreen. Oh my god, have you ever driven on a freeway with a lot of bugs? You know how much of dirt comes on the windscreen? And I can just imagine on a Boeing 747 getting it washed. It'll be such a task. Going through a dry wash or whatever, oh my god. So yeah, anything else, Faltoni, you got to say?
Those are the news headlines. So we'll go into the news in detail. The news with regard to what's happening in Minneapolis, Banjan. A third night of racially charged arson, looting and vandalism gripped Minneapolis as protesters went into rage over the death of an unarmed black man after a white police officer knelt on his neck as he lay on the ground following the arrest. The latest unrest in Minnesota's largest city went largely unchecked late Thursday, with the mayor ordering a tactical police retreat from a police station that was set ablaze. National Guard troops, called out earlier in the day by the governor, kept a low profile. Governor Tim Walz had ordered the Guard to help keep the peace after two previous nights of disturbances sparked by Floyd's death on Monday. In a late night Twitter message, President Donald Trump said he would send in the National Guard troops to, quote, get the job done right if the, quote, weak, unquote, mayor failed to restore order, suggesting lethal force might be needed.
Whoa.
And what did Twitter do?
What should you do?
Well, Twitter hid the tweet by President Donald Trump behind a warning for the first time on Friday, accusing him of breaking its rules by, quote, glorifying violence, unquote, in a message that said looters at protests in Minneapolis would be shot.
Wow.
Yes, these thugs are dishonoring the memory of George Floyd, and I won't let that happen. Just spoke to Governor Tim Walz and told him that military is with him all the way. Any difficulty and we will assume control. But when the looting starts, this is what he said, the shooting starts.
Whoa. So
Thank
wait. Even if Twitter tried to subdue it, the news channels like you and everybody else, Fatwani,
I
make it
read
famous.
this tweet yesterday.
Yeah, so why would you share it? Because Twitter wanted to block it because it's adding rage.
Yes,
So
but
people listening to our show right now also, there are different kinds of people listening to
no,
our show.
I hope it incites enough rage in you to
What?
go out and elect in November 2020 a different president.
Correct, Fatwani.
Seriously?
You should know, I think we're actually talking to a wide audience.
Yeah.
We probably are talking to people who are like, the followers of Trump, the blind followers
It
of Trump.
doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Violence is not the answer, Banajan, regardless.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's not the answer. And by actually doing something which... Okay, you could have praised Twitter for actually blocking it and not reading the whole tweet.
Twitter's decision to step in. Look, he's censoring me now.
I didn't censor you.
Escalates.
I told you what is happening there.
Yeah.
You actually are inciting the violence, adding to it. Because Twitter tried to block it, but you're actually opening it up.
No, this is Twitter. It's this retaliation, right? Like he passed the executive order yesterday, removing protections for social media companies and actually going ahead and penalizing them. So that's why our social media companies are saying, okay, you want to take us on, we will take you on.
Yeah, exactly. So
Yeah,
no,
simple, very simple. And if it applies to you, it applies to Alto, it applies to me, then it ought to apply to the President of the United States because he's just another
I'm
citizen.
saying yes. I'm saying it has to apply.
Yeah.
All I'm trying to say is by actually sharing this particular tweet, which is supposed to be blocked by Twitter, based on Twitter's guidelines,
Yada.
you sound like Trump right now, blocking whatever I'm saying. Fine.
Oh my God.
Yeah, because,
Well,
yeah,
Twitter's
you-
decision to step in to escalate this feud between Trump and tech companies, Banajan, it came hours after Trump signed the executive order,
Oh, wow.
threatening the Silicon Valley social media firms with new free speech regulations amid a fight with Twitter after the company added a fact-checking tag to his tweets this week about unsubstantiated claims of fraud in mail-in voting.
You know what, Faldrani? I have a great idea. Gavin Newsom, take us Calexit. Come on. What? Seriously, I think it's high time we did it
Yeah.
for
okay.
our own, sovereignty and everything.
Yes, and later what Twitter also did was they hid a tweet from the official White House account, which also repeated the same message.
Ha, very good. Twitter, great. Don't worry. Twitter, how much ever you block, don't worry. People, media like us, like, Faldrani and everybody else,
Yeah.
will definitely the tweet from of the White House for sure.
Well, but Twitter, like President Trump and also the White House actually attacked Twitter, saying that they are accusing Twitter of censorship.
Yeah, why? Why should you censor? Like, Faldrani does not censor anymore. She just reads whatever it comes of Dr. Donald Trump to people.
Yeah, and he also
what he did.
they also said that he threatened new regulation on internet companies and called on Congress to revoke a law known as Section 230 that protects online platforms over lawsuits from their particular platforms over the content of people's posts.
Oh, very good. So he's trying to prepare lawyers to actually start suing Trump, Twitter, I suppose,
Yes.
on all the real news they're sharing about him.
Exactly. Well, let's come on over a little bit to California and let's talk about something positive. Well, San Francisco is beginning to reopen and officials have announced a gradual plan. San Francisco Mayor London Breed announced on Thursday the first steps in a timeline to slowly reopen the city in stages over the coming months, as long as the city continues to make progress in slowing the spread of COVID-19. So people can expect to start resuming to eat outdoors at restaurants, shopping indoors at most retail stores, and attending religious services, among other activities, beginning June 15th. The reopening plan divides the state stage 2 guidelines into 3 subsections, allowing for like a gradual reopening timeline. So phase 2A, which happens June 1st, which is Monday, childcare, botanical gardens, outdoor museums and historical sites, and outdoor curbside retail for services with minimal contact can open. Phase 2B, most indoor retail, outdoor dining, summer camps, private household indoor services, religious services, outdoor exercise classes, non-emergency medical appointments, all that will start June 15th. And by July 13th, indoor dining with modifications, hair salons, barbershops, real estate, open houses, etc. by appointment only.
All the ladies listening to our show today are going, oh, one more month, by the way. July 15th.
Yeah.
Hair salons open by the time.
But they're saying in Santa Clara County, it might happen starting next week.
It's a big thing because Santa Clara County supervisor, she's the person who actually is Sarah something, right?
Sarah Cody.
Sarah Cody actually is weighing the options. You never know.
Right.
She might say no. We might have to go in shelter in place again some more time.
But one person who's receiving a lot of flack currently, Banjan, is our California governor,
Yeah.
Governor Gavin Newsom, because of the coronavirus budget crisis. A sharp political and public policy rift emerged yesterday between Governor Gavin Newsom and his fellow Democrats in the California legislature over how to navigate the bleak economic road ahead after a state Senate panel rejected more than half of the spending cuts in the $203.3 billion proposed budget he unveiled 2 weeks ago. The alternative budget adopted by Senate Democrats differs from the governor's proposal that addresses the state's pandemic-generated deficit in several key ways. It exceeds Newsom's plan in its funding for K-12 schools, though it delays full payment of those funds. It assumes lower costs for programs that help the state's poorest residents, and it employs a variety of cash management procedures, some first used during the Great Recession and criticized as gimmicks that allowed state services to stretch beyond their means. But the centerpiece of the Senate plan is the refusal by legislators to adopt the governor's $14 billion cut in state spending, mostly from schools.
Wow.
Yes, he's made that proposal to
Well,
cut
schools anyway are not working for kids anymore.
Well, what?
They're getting educated at home anymore. All the way.
That's true, actually. Newsom would only abandon those cuts if new federal coronavirus assistance is provided by early July. The Senate, however, chose to delay making cuts of an equal value until at least October, embracing a more optimistic view about what will come from current discussions between Congress and the administration of President Donald Trump.
I really want to ask a question, those two. We're going to find a pointed person who can ask a question. I think Gavin Newsom is the closest to us. We should ask him as to why businesses are not getting benefited from all the money which they're supposed to come to us. Almost $140 billion still untouched, right?
Yes.
So what about those funds? What's going to
That
happen?
discussion is happening right now so that Congress can pass another, bill
Like
where
ease
they're
out the
going to
thing?
ease the restrictions
Good.
on some of those. But, there's nothing that's come of it yet.
Yeah.
However, the stimulus checks, right? The Internal Revenue Service has said that it has sent all the stimulus payments to more than 150 million people as of last week. But not everyone who is eligible for the payment has got their money yet. In a rush to get their cash out as quickly as possible, they started with people who could get it the fastest. That is, people who filed through their bank accounts.
Yeah,
That meant those who had filed their 2018 and 2019 tax returns, and they received a refund directly deposited into their current bank account. While millions still are waiting on their payments. First of all, what can you do? Check the mail. Okay, it could be coming in the mail. It could be a check that's coming, a physical check. File a 2018 or a 2019 tax return. The third option is wait for your paper return to be processed if you filed a paper return. And the hardest one, try to get a PIN. The IRS sends identity protection pins in the mail to people who are victims of identity theft. It's an added layer of security used when the person files their tax return. So try to get that PIN so that way they're able to track when the money is able to come to you.
Yeah.
Again, there are many people who have misplaced their PINs and have never received one. or have never tried to retrieve it online. So this is a good time for you to start thinking about
And
it.
also be cautious of the fact that there are many scamsters out there. So don't ever get into a place somebody says, okay, send us some money, we'll send you some more money afterwards.
Right,
Don't fall
exactly.
for that ever. That particular gimmick at least.
Exactly. Well, let's talk a little bit about the coronavirus and Trump's favorite area, Russia. The new coronavirus is sweeping through some of the mountain villages of Russia's far-flung Dagestan region, and they are struggling to treat patients properly, protect medics, or even count the dead, 5 local officials there have said. President Vladimir Putin has devoted a coronavirus crisis meeting to Dagestan, the only one of Russia's dozens of regions discussed in this way, and on Wednesday ordered a medical brigade from the capital to reinforce local healthcare services. The mainly Muslim region lies in over about 1,000 miles south of Moscow, where recorded COVID-19 case numbers are falling. It is home to Russia's main Caspian Sea naval base, and a simmering Islamic insurgency has flared on and off for several years. So if you want to catch up on this story, you can go to mediamahima.com. Hong Kong, in their special status that is awarded to Hong Kong, Hong Kong is warning that removing this US special status could be a double-edged sword. And they also told the United States to keep out of the debate over national security legislation being imposed by China, and warned that withdrawal of the financial hub's special status under US law could backfire on the US economy. President Donald Trump is due to announce later on Friday his response to the Chinese Parliament's advancement this week of security legislation for Hong Kong, which many lawyers, diplomats, and investors fear could erode the city's freedom.
Do you see one thing over here? It's a pattern right now.
Yeah.
People don't want anything to do with US. Initially, there was a time everybody used to call for US for help, and that's how the US had upper hand on negotiation and everything, also keeping the foreign exchange going.
Yeah.
But now it seems like the US is going to lose out on, because India said no for the help from US. China is saying no for help from US. Not China, Hong Kong.
No, it's not that. US is threatening that they'll remove the special status because Hong Kong is going to come under the national
So
security.
they were trying to help them to get negotiate with China, right?
Yeah.
So the thing is not happening. So probably US is, thanks to Trump, is losing its hold across the globe.
Yes, because this particular former British colony, Panjajan, which is now racked by civil unrest amid fears from Beijing, is curbing the high degree of autonomy that it has enjoyed under that one country, two systems formula adopted by the Chinese rule when it returned to Chinese rule, right, in 1997. Any sanctions are a double-edged sword that'll not only harm the interests of Hong Kong but also significantly those of the US. Hong Kong's pro-Beijing government has said late on Thursday. So it's again pro-Beijing government. So think about it. So it's a China versus US conflict. And of course, speaking of everybody going against the US, here is another person. We're getting some news after a very long time. North Korea accused the United States of smear tactics on Friday after Washington renewed accusations last month that Pyongyang was responsible for malicious cyber attacks.
Well, I would say one thing here: who's doing the allegations? We want to know. Where is Kim Jong-un? We love the guy.
Oh God.
Where is he? No news about him. We can't believe he was on a forever perennial kind of a vacation on his yacht.
He's probably been sent to the aliens, Altu Baba.
Well, he actually has a beautiful yacht. I don't know what happened to the yacht though.
How do you know that he has a beautiful yacht?
Because they showed some photographs of it, right?
Oh,
The
no.
US spy guys. I spy. She sent photographs of that.
Well, either way,
But they couldn't find him though, unfortunately. Or, fortunately for them.
it was this particular exchange that's happening. Whatever is happening, even if Kim Jong-un was alive, he'd probably take on the same stance.
No, he wouldn't.
Because
Poor
he'll
thing.
say, oh, we will show you, like with rockets. Remember something like that? And
Yeah,
then,
he will do some kind of a show. I don't see the show happening. So what's happened to him? Please, we
well,
want to know.
they are saying that we want to make it clear that our country has nothing to do with the so-called cyber threat that the US is talking about. North Korean Foreign Ministry is saying in a statement.
Foreign Ministry passed a statement. So it's not Kim Jong-un saying that.
Correct.
Where's our dude, Kim Jong-un? I want to know. The nation wants to know, but the world wants to know what happened to Kim Jong-un.
Okay.
Okay, fine.
Very good. Altu wants to know, so somebody please tell him.
Yeah.
In India on Friday, they actually conveyed to the United States that it was eyeing to resolve the military standoff with China in eastern Ladakh through existing bilateral mechanisms, sending a clear message to Washington for the second consecutive day that Trump's offer to mediate on the border row was not acceptable.
Yeah,
to
very
it.
good, very good. Yeah.
India's position on the issue was conveyed by U.S. Defense Secretary Mark Esper by Defense Minister conveyed to Mark Esper by Defense Minister Rajnath Singh during a telephonic conversation, official sources said. In the midst of the flare-ups between Indian and Chinese armies, Trump on Wednesday said he was ready, willing, and able to mediate between the two countries.
But we don't want your help. Is
Yes.
what the country said.
Exactly.
For the countries.
Yeah, so India is saying that we will try to peacefully resolve this issue. We don't need, we can handle it ourselves.
But I think what's happening with China doing all these things is like it's like the deviation, like what American politics does, right? They go into war whenever elections happening.
Yeah.
So I think there's something internally happening in China. That's why in China is like totally going out and trying to show, yeah, we're taking dominance around the world and all.
Yeah.
Probably, you never know. They also live in fear, Fatwani.
Everybody is living in fear, Banjan. Now there's another fear in India, which is of these locusts that are apparently attacking. Flights should be avoided through any known locust swarm. It's not only happening in the fields, it's happening everywhere.
Yeah.
The Director General of Civil Aviation, in a circular issued on Friday, said that pilots are required to share information of locust swarms they spot in the course of the flight.
Yeah.
Locusts are generally found at lower levels and therefore pose a threat to the aircraft, the critical landing and the takeoff phase of the flight. So they are saying that almost all of the intake ports of the aircraft will be prone to ingestion by in large numbers if the aircraft flies through a swarm.
Whoa.
And it is very, very dangerous. So that's a new circular that's being issued. Wall Street retreated today ahead of Trump's response on Hong Kong. The Dow, all the main indices fell on Friday as investors were on edge ahead of a U.S. response to China's national security law. And of course, in business news, Uber has launched hourly ride booking option in some US cities. If you want to catch up on all these news stories, Banjan, you can go to mediamahima.com. That's all we have for you on this morning's Good Morning Bay. Have yourself a fantastic Friday. We'll see you live at 5 on the Pam Pam Show.
मैं हूँ झुम 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 झुमरू फक्कड़ घूमू बन के घुमरू साथ में हम सफर न कोई कारवां भोला भाला सीधा साधा लेकिन दिल का हूँ शहजादा है ये मेरी जमीन ये मेरा आसमां ओ टिरे